Ayurved. Sir has been working as a professor and the head of the department at LN Ayurved College Hospital, Bhopal. He completed his MD Chikitsa in 1989. He completed PhD in 2017. He is also MA in Jyotish Shastra. He is specially concerned with the medical astrology. He has completed SSB in Sanskrit as well as DOP in German. He worked at various places at all over India: Hospet, Kolar, Gadag, Kopa, Varda, Mumbai, Maharashtra, and Bhopal. He achieved various awards in his life: Ayurmitra by the government of Karnataka, MOU undertaken with National Institute of Ayurveda Jaipur and KLE Ayurveda College, Belgavi, Karnataka. He is also the member and editor of many national and international journals. He published 2 books and completed chapter in 4 other books. He designed and executed 3 courses in Panchakarma. He registered 21 patients in his name. He published more than 41 research papers. He guided more than 51 postgraduate theses. He organized 8 workshops. He has been appointed as a guest speaker for more than 55 lectures. He honored as a chairperson in 19 seminars. He attended 83 seminars in all. And the most specific thing about him is that he is Nadi Guru. His specialty is in Nadi Guru. Nowadays, we see that there are no Nadi Gurus, but he used to guide. He also conduct the lecture session, seminar. He is one of the excellent Nadi Bishop. So I welcome Dr. Prasad sir, and I would like to hand over to Dr. Prasad sir. Dr. Prasad, please.
Thank you. And I hope I am visible to you all, comfortably, audible to you. See, I am very much thankful for the SGR Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya of the Sholapur for this opportunity to meet the n number of the scholars all around the India, those who are interested in the Rasavaha Sroto Dushti. Of course, this Rasavaha Srotas, as such, when we are looking, the first and foremost, it is going to be giving rise from the Annavaha Srotas till to that of the Manovaha Srotas disorders also. As such, today, my topic is limited to incompatible diet, the Viruddha Ahara, and Pandu. I just want to share my PPT. Later, if at all there is a time, we can have the interactions. As very rightly said by my introducer, at present, I am focusing on the Nadi Vijnana. I have created a special technique of the Nadi Vijnana along with the traditional, which is termed as Tantu, Techno Ayurveda Advanced Nadi Utility, Nadi Therapeutic Utility is the Tantu. The same way, on the Nakshatra Vaidya and Vriksha Ayurveda, Vriksha Jyotisha, there is a easy way of the astrodiagnosis methodology also started. This is also going to be launched mostly in the month of October as a course. Anyway, I am trying my level best for the contribution of the Ayurveda. Now, I start my PPT sharing. Hello, will you please allow me to share the PPT? Hello?
No, sir.
Will you please allow me to? I am unable to share because you are the only person who has rights to sharing. Let me share the PPT, please.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Will you please share PPT now?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Got it.
Yes, sir. Now you are visible. PPT is visible now.
Yeah.
Please, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, the incompatible diet and anemia, this combination itself is very comfortably speaking how seriously the present day we are having the issues regarding this particular incompatible diet or the Viruddha Ahara is a unique concept of the Ayurveda. The Viruddha Ahara is referred to that of the food-to-food interactions or otherwise the food processing interactions, which are going to develop the toxicity because of the antagonism. This Ayurveda defines many chapters for what is good food, how the good food is to be cooked, and how to consume the good food, what are the different manners which we have to follow at the time of the taking the food. In nutshell, it is said, Ahara sambhavam vastuhu rogasya ahara sambhavaha. That means the total body is made up of the food itself. And whatever the food which we are going to start, are limited and referral to that of the food consumption and thereby the disease developments. Now, when we see back how this, what has been said in Ayurveda, referral to that of the Viruddha Ahara, there are 18 types were discussed. Desha, Kala, Agni, Matra, Satya, and so on, so on. Let us deal one by one. Desha Viruddha is Jangala Mamsa with Anupa Mamsa. When you are going to make it out, then it is going to become the Desha Viruddha also. Kala Viruddha is, example is given, Shita Kala consuming the Shitala Ahara. Agni Viruddha, Chaturvidha Agni is already there, which are going to make the Pradushna of the Rasava Srotas. They are going to be, if the Mandagni is there giving the more food, if the Tishtagni is giving less food, both are going to cause the disease. Then the Matra Viruddha is the quantity. Best example commonly from the beginning till end is given is Madhu and Ghruta. Why the rest of the things? Here what I look is the Madhu is the monosaccharide and Ghruta is a polysaccharide. When the mono and polysaccharides are going to be get mixed in a equal quantity, then this is going to become Matra Viruddha. The Satya Viruddha is unwholesome food as which we are consuming. The wholesomeness is being disturbed. The mushrooms and other things which we are not habituated to consume, if we are getting the consuming such things, then it is becoming the Satya Viruddha. And the Dosha Viruddha, when the person is having the problem of the Vata, giving the Vata Vardhaka Ahara, it is the Dosha Viruddha Ahara. And Sanskara Viruddha is whenever these examples are quite comfortable, which are being explained. And even Vagbhata says the same example, even the Charaka says the example of the same, and Sushruta also. That means this is only a standard example, but there were no n number of the competent food materials which are of the antagonism are not being seen. Here the Samskara Viruddha is said when the peacock, nowadays, of course, because of the rules, we cannot eat the peacock. And this peacock, when it is being cooked on the Erenda stick or with Erenda Taila, that means a specific example may not be, but samskaras are going to give, how the samskaras are going to give the antagonism has to be studied. The Virya Viruddha, fish and milk, which is a common example. Koshta Viruddha, giving the Krura Koshta person the less Aushadhi, and for the Mrudu Koshta people, the more Aushadhi is Krura Koshta. Avastha Viruddha is a health state when we have to see the Vatavardhaka Kriya, like exercising. When there is an exercising is done, and after that the Vata Kara Bhojana or the Ahara Vihara, Ahara is the Avastha Viruddha. The Krama Viruddha, sequenciation. Usually we start with the Madhura Ahara to kindle the fire or the Jatragni, and later we go for the rest of the things. If not, if it is started with the Amla Ahara, ended with the Madhura Ahara, or started with the Katu Ahara, ended with the Madhura Ahara, is the Krama Viruddha. When we see the Parihara Viruddha is Mamsa Bhojana following the Ushta Jala is common. And Dhadi Gruta Sevana followed by the cold water is common. These common things are going to cause the diseases is the Parihara Viruddha. Mamsa has to take always the Sitala Jala, and Dhadi Gruta Sevana has to be followed by the Ushta Jala. Then only the normalcy is going to be get sustained. Otherwise, it causes the disease. Nowadays, people having the mutton or the chicken and consuming the fridge water is good enough. If they are consuming to digest faster the Ushta Jala, it is going to cause the disease is being stated. And Upachara treatment Viruddha, as we are doing this, some of the treatments like the Snehapana and etc. also can cause the Viruddha Guna. And Paka Viruddha is Kapota Mamsa, cooked in the Sarshapataila is said as the Paka Viruddha. Next we go for the 15th one is the Samyoga Viruddha. This Samyoga Viruddha has been studied, Dugdha with Amlavarga Dravyas. And Hrudya Viruddha is not liking foods. I don't like Karela, but I want to eat the Karela sabji is the Hrudya Viruddha. And the Sampata Viruddha is richness of the quality. Nowadays, we are fond of the more and more and more quality, the more snigdha gunas, more sweets. And these more are the high rich quality is going to give always problem is also being stated. Vidhi Viruddha is the 18th one, which is going to be rules for eating. Ahara Vidhi Visheshayatanani has been said. When we are not following this Vidhi, then the problems are going to be get anticipated. These examples, when we are going through Virya Viruddha, we have to have some of the combinations and permutations for the discussion of the incompatibility. This Virya Viruddha is a Kevala Virya Viruddha or the Guna Viruddha. This Guna Viruddha, Virya Viruddha, the fish and milk which is being said, both are of the Madhura Rasa and Madhura Vipaka even, but the Virya is the Viruddha. That's why the Virya Viruddha is fish and milk. If suppose Madhura Rasa is there with Amla Rasa, a Madhura Pala with Amla Pala, banana can be added with that of the grapes. If it is making a milkshake of the Madhura Rasa Dugdha with that of the Amla Varga Dravyas or banana, it is also going to be the Viruddha only. Guna Viruddha. Laghu Guna and Guru Guna, when it is being made it, then also it is going to cause as such. The second is the Samskara Viruddha. The processing. Many a times the processing honey is not being said, or honey should never be heated. The processing fish processed dish. If suppose a special specific dish has to be maintained for the fish, if at all the same tawa which is fried fish and the later the noodles are going to become the toxic because it is previously fish was fried in the same vessel. This is samskara viruddha which is going to be understood. These things nowadays we are commonly seeing in n number of the hotels which are going to give rise the problem. The matra viruddha. The matra viruddha quantity, when we see incompatible quantity is most of the time ghee and honey is being said. But here the once again Matra along with the guna. If the same, if the Laghu Guru is there, when the Laghu Guru are being mixed with the different proportion, then it is going to be compatible. If they are mixed with the equal quantity, then they are not going to be compatible. Otherwise, the monosaccharides and polysaccharides as being given. If we are making a glucose, protein, and fats mixing, it has to be in different proportion, but never be. If the one is the ghee, two is the protein. If the two is the protein, three is the glucose. That means this proportion of is going to be 1:1:1 is going to become toxic always. Krama Viruddha, hot water taking after the honey. Many a times the hot water and honey are mixed and being taken in the morning hours as being prescribed as healthy. But as per the Ayurveda, this is said to be Krama Viruddha. Because when we are looking at this Krama Viruddhata, we have to understand how it is going to be made out. So we have to understand how this is going to be get possible. The Kala Viruddha, the seasonal incompatibility. According to the dosha, according to the season, seasons and dosha interrelationship is established in Ayurveda. The same way, seasons and rasa are also being established. If the season uncompatible or incompatible rasas are being consumed in the season, they are going to cause the dosha prakopa simultaneously. So, along with not only the rasa pradhana, even the guna pradhana, in the winter consuming hot things, in the summer consuming cold things are being said. The Krama Viruddha sequential incompatibility is also being stated. When we are looking the sequential incompatibility, Madhura Rasa, as we have said, there is a Ahara Krama. Whether we have to take the Guru Ahara first or the Lagu Ahara first. First is always Lagu Ahara, then that of the Guru Ahara. If this is the Madhura Rasa is the first and the Katu Rasa is at the end. So as such, there is Ahara Vidivisheshayatanani which have been mentioned, we have to follow. And the Samyoga Viruddhas are also there. The Samyoga Viruddhas are combinational. Most of the time, milkshakes which are of the with different fruits, which are of the cocktails, Amla Rasa, Madhura Rasa, and other rasas, along with the milk, is going to be the Samyoga Viruddha. And Anupamamsa with the Masha, Shaudra, Kshira, or Virudagi. Usually nowadays being said, there is one more concept which I have seen. All the grains which are being soaked and when they are sprouting, taking them is a fashion nowadays. First of all, this particular Virudhaka of the our sprouts are Amakara. They are going to cause the most of the diseases, especially if the Navadhanyas are being made and sprouted all together taking sprouted is 100% toxic and incompatible. They are going to cause the disease instead of the health. This is what we have to make education to that of the people, those who are unaware what it is actually. By the time they understand it, they are already diseased. Probably the allopathic people, those who are encouraging these sproutings, they are encouraging the disease to be enhanced in the society. Harita Shaka, with that of the milk. There is one more fashion of cooking green vegetables with the milk. This is also very dangerous and incompatible. The Parihara Viruddha, contraindication incompatibility also we have to understand. Say, yes, commonly there is a people, before consuming hot beverages like tea or coffee, the people are going to have a sip of water, then they are going to. This is also being stated as incompatible. And consuming hot water after the alcohol. People, those who are alcoholics, if they are thinking they are taking any hot water sippings, then it is going to be very toxic, highly toxic. Or after the mamsa bhojana, after the chicken dish or chicken biryani, when the people are going to consume hot water, then also it is incompatible. Now, out of the many incompatibles, when we see some of the drugs or some of the diet food materials which are being listed are the first and foremost is the milk and milk byproducts. This milk and milk byproducts, as they are going to be commonly giving rise a lactoprotein interaction with that of the glucose proteins and other things, which is going to become the incompatibility while heating is to be understood. The second is the madhu. Madhu is the monosaccharide. And this honey, when it is being heated very specifically, subjected for the heating, if it is taken in the cold water honey, there may not be any sort of the problem. If it is a lukewarm water or warm water taking the madhu, it is going to be incompatible. Third is the mamsa. All the mamsas has been listed, but especially the Matsya, Kapota, Mayura. Anyway, nowadays we are not eating the Mayura. The Matsya and Kapota, we have to. I did not observe even the Kapota people eating also very less. The fourth is Gudam. How come jaggery? The jaggery or sugar candy, brown sugar candy, is going to be once again is of the monosaccharide, and it is a frank sugars which are going to be causing whenever they are heated. Especially if it is gudodakam, then there may not be problem. But guda cooked in the hot along with the something else is going to give, like the kshira anna. In the kshira anna, kshira, guda is being added. Sometimes panchamrita, we are taking as a panchamrita with a different quantities when it is being taken, then there is no problem. There is a kshira, ghrita, and dadhi, madhu, and also the kuda. This becomes the panchamrita. This panchamrita's taking is not incompatible in a smaller quantity. If it is being taken as a dessert, then it is going to become incompatible. The next is the masha. The one of the most important pulses is the uddu. Masha, urad dal, is said to be one of the most competent incompatible vegetable or vegetarian food. The masha, whereas the same masha is as a mashandika idli is being prescribed for that of the vata vyadhi, especially for that of the facial paralysis, adhita vata. And this masha, when it is being combined with that of the other pulses, and especially the milk, is said to be the one of the most toxic material. Some of the patras, especially we have the pittala or the bell metal, the kansya, both are said to be the incompatible for the longer storage. For the cooking also, some of the contraindications are there with. Let me have a glance of the some of the do and don'ts. Raw food with the cooked food is never to be added. Vegetables with the butter to be never added. Milk with the salt is to be never added. Milkshakes of the citrus fruits is contraindicated. Newly harvested rice with the old rice to be not to be added. Any meat with the honey is to be never added. Food fried in fish cooking pot is not to be utilized. Alcohol with the tilacheshkuli. Many people they consume. They most of the time they go for the peanuts. If any alcoholic person is going to have the tila cheshkuli, cheshkuli is like say the common item of eating. Like this is very much contraindicated. That person could be 100% toxic. Milk puddings, alcohol, and khichdi together, when it is going to be get consumed, once again, this is also going to give the lots of the problem. And some of the most delicious but very deadly. The first and foremost is mushroom. We cannot identify these mushrooms, which are toxic mushrooms, which are the good mushrooms. That is the reason most of the time the people are susceptible to get the mushroom toxicity. Second is the cashew. The cashew, if it is not going to be peeled out, the shells remaining, it can cause the toxicity because of the anacardic acid. Ackee is one of the fruit. Of course, it is not with us. And if it is not ripened fruit, if it is taken and it is going to have the hypoglycemia A and cause vomiting, hypoglycemia, and other death also even. The second most common is rajma, kidney beans, which we are using. The kidney beans are containing the high levels of the phytohemagglutinin, which is going to cause most toxicity. Especially as our topic is in anemia, people, those who have the mushrooms or the cashews or the kidney beans and green potato, these are all susceptible for that of the raktahinata or the pandu, raktakshaya. The next comes is the green potato. The green potato is the very most common poisonous. If we are not observing when we are cutting the potato, if it is green, leave it off. Otherwise, it is going to have the solanine, which can cause a serious illness from diarrhea to till the of the death. The next is the peanuts. Peanut is common for the allergy. See, most interesting is they are being consumed in daily, but they are going to cause lots of the problem in our health also. The one more is the nutmeg. The nutmeg, japatri, jaipal, which we are using for the as a condiment over the for the fragrances, and it can cause convulsions and also palpitations, nausea, and even sometimes most visual disturbances and also panaria, and maybe sometimes even death also. So, out of the many incompatible diet, I have observed one thesis by the Meenakshi, one paper by the Meenakshi, where she has listed for the 179 people the different categories of the viruddhahara which they are habituated to consume. Out of that, most oftenly the banana with milk and khichdi with the milk, soft fruits with the milk is the most richy. And milk with the guda and milkshakes are commonly consumed. Milk with the mooli, even for 39 people have been reported. Most of the people are having lots of the milk, idli, samosa, khichdi. I don't know how this combination is. Or chicken kebab with the curd, or the non-vegetarian with the Buddha cheshkuli, or non-vegetarian with the newly germinated grains, sprouts and the non-vegetarian. How these combinations people they like, but around 50 plus people are liking those things. And alcohol and khichdi milk consumption is also being reported by the 22 members. Honey and hot water, almost 78 people. The milk and fish, even though it is being said for the centuries and centuries, long-standing Ayurveda, still one out of 179, 25 people are eating the milk and fish together. 132 people reported with the ghee and pickle. Ghee and pickle causes the kushta. It is being written in Ayurveda. Ghee, pickle always to be taken with only tailam, but never with the ghee. Milk and udath. This combination is reported by the 52 people. Milk and honey, of course, once again 34 people. And milk and salty diet is liked by the 117. And that means all the people, those who were, they are taking milk with the salt. This is very, very ridiculous. Still, we are unable to educate the society for the Viruddha Ahara is being understood here. Here, Anna Purani is going to give another conceptual where the Viruddha Sevanajanya Soto Dushti has been enlisted. According to her, the Ruksha Sevana is the Vidhi Viruddha is going to cause the Pranavata Vikriti. The performing the Vyayama and after that taking the food, which is going to give the Avastha Viruddha, both are causing the Pranavaha Sroto Dushti. Let us see the Rasavaha Sroto Dushti. Rasavaha is Guru Shita Abhishanda Ahara is the Agni Viruddha, and Ati Matra Ahara is the Matra Viruddha, and Samshamana and etc. is the Viri Viruddha. That means we are looking different Viruddha Aharas as a process of the genesis of the Panduta, also are the Rasavaha Sroto Dushti. There is another research which I have come across is by Charmi. Here the Viruddha Ahara in psoriasis has been mentioned. It is a very practically observed by her. 36.93% of the people are consuming, those who got the psoriasis are consuming the milk with khichdi or milk fish and milk or tila plus guda. These three combinations are very common by these people. That means psoriasis is a very common, even though it is being stated as a psychosomatic disease and Twaggata Vyadhi, and but still Rasavaha Sotodushti is also to be there as a rasa is Twaggatam. There is a Viruddhahara and junk foods. Nowadays, we are habituated for the fast food things. As such, we milkshake, fruit salads are the Rasavirya Viruddhas, which are going to be juice, ice creams, alcohols after the spicy meals are going to be of the Upachara Viruddha. Cold water and soft drinks are consuming after the with the hot tea is the Koshta Agni Viruddha. Spicy Punjabi foods and cool drinks when we are looking Avastha and Koshta Viruddha. Sizzling rosy ice creams along with the hot chocolate is a Guna Agni Viruddha and Sabyoga Viruddha even. Popcorn with movie is the Matra Viruddha. Popcorn with the cool drink is the Vidhi Viruddha. All these things has been enumerated by the Dr. Madhavi in her paper. Now, when we see this Viruddha junk foods, we have even n number of the examples said by the Prabhat et al. And also, as such, we have the n number of the common things which we come across. As such, Viruddha management, Viruddha Ahara management is commonly said, Vamanam Virechanam Tadvirodhinam. Tadvirodhinam is the Nidhana Viruddha Chikitsa, the Vyadhi Viruddha Chikitsa, which we have to follow. Out of this, the best is the Virechana Karma, and Vamana, Shamana, Sansarjana is to be followed. As we see different diseases which are going to come across out of the Viruddha Ahara, Soni Sabhish Chandana and Dhamani Pratichaya, Bala Varna Tejo Virya Avarodha, and Kushta, Bhathirya, Shankaka, Galaganda, Shanda, that means even the infertility, Vepadu, Mukaminminaga, Jadya, and Apasmaras, and some of the other areas where it is being stated, Visar, Pakot, Akila, Kushta, Jalodara, Unmada. That means all the psychological, psychosomatic, and also especially the skin diseases are very common, and Rasa Pradoshi Vyadhis are going to be common here. Murcha Mada, Adman Amlapitta Grahani as of the Annavaha Sotojanya Vyadhis, Amavisha and Visha Garavisha, and Galagraha Sotha and Jwara, and ultimately infertility. Now, when we see out of this, we have to really focus the Pandu, because Pandu is rising, or the anemia is rising in India. The Pandu anemia, which we are going to be with more public significance and very common, especially children and women are susceptible for it. The common things which we see is even the occupation is being impacted because of the fatigue developed by the Pandu and impair motor coordinations, thereby the work area is going to be get disturbed. That's why we have to very specifically understand how this is going to be. First and foremost, this anemia of Pandu is commonly observed by the palpitation. If any person is getting the palpitation or Sonakshi Kotam, or there is any edematous eyes, or the sweat is going to be no sweating and fatigue, and we can suspect this Rasavaha Srutodushti, and where the heart is being involved, and Dasidhamane also. Thereby, a skin color is going to be get changed. It become whitish yellow to that of this Dusara Varnam of the Pandu. This Pandu, when we see, the count is going to be made RBC per cubic mm, or this much of the millions in 100 ml, and packed cell volumes, and etc. The clinically, when out of the normalcy, when we are going to call it as an anemia. But the problem really lies with the anemia is the concentration of the oxygen transportation is impaired. If suppose as the RBC is decreased, the oxygenation is being decreased and thereby the rapidity is going to be there. Otherwise, this can be based upon, we can say, algocythemia, oligocythemia, or oligemia. Three conditions are going to be get commonly formed with that of the Pandu. Pandu, in fact, it is a pitta predominant plasma blood disease where the rasa pradoshaja vyati is going to be and commonly affecting or it is terminating into the skin and the blood, that is both tvak and rakta. It could be when we see a dietetic deficiencies or this, especially the iron deficiency or the overnourishment as indigestion with the high caloric values, fatty foods are going to cause the anemia. High utilization of the rasa or the excessive indulgence of the sex or exercise or day sleeps, etc., are the people those who are going to be losing the blood because of the any sort of the nidanarthakara vyadhi such as the arshas or the tuberculosis or the rajekshma and the injury, etc., external origination. Others such as the wrong scheduling of the snehapana and the panchakarma also leads to the pandu. The pandu, in a nutshell, as we see the whatever the viruddha ahara we got, the salt, sour, alcohol, fats, and hot pungent, and mashatila. All these which are excessive use, which have been said, are being said for the viruddha ahara also. And anyanimitas are like exercise intercourse, and the rest of the viruddhas are going to be get precipitated. Especially deficiencies, we see the one is the iron and second is the caloric value. I want to tell you out of these different nidanas, green tea. Nowadays, it is a fashion to offer green tea and consume green tea more and more. There is a clinical report. Iron deficiency anemia is going to develop because of the excess of the green tea drinking. People, those who are consuming the green tea, they are susceptible for the iron deficiency is being stated. It is a case report says the 48-year-old person who is type 2 diabetes is also consuming this, and he is having the iron deficiency terminated because of the green tea. So let me just go through how this entire classification and how this process is going to be. The karanas or the etiology is going to be of the abhyantara karana and the bahya karana. The bahya karanas usually abhigataja, either bleeding by injury or the bleeding by worms or bleeding by the disease. And the second is the eating of the mrudbhakshanajanya pandu is being stated here. And this is going to cause the, once again, the pandu. And as we see the abhyanta karanas, apachanimitaja karanas and nija karanas, which are going to be nija karanas, vata, pitta, kapha, and tridoshaja, which we have to see. And apachanimitaja is santarpana nimitaja or hypernourished or the low undernourished is the apatarpana. Both the things are going to lead once again. These anemias pandu, which we are calling under the modern, there are so many aplastic anemia, iron deficiency anemia, folic acid deficiency anemia, pernicious anemia, sickle cell anemia, etc., thalassemia. So many names has been polycythemia vera. Even increasing also gives rise the problem. Now, as we see the lakshanas of the vataja, pittaja, kaphaja, the lakshanas which have been told are commonly limited to that of the discolorations and fever. Ultimately, when there is weakness and probably the person is going for the apatarpana and ultimately the death is going to be get caused. So the system wise also we can assess. In Annavaha Srotas we get the Arochaka, Hrullasa, Chedvi. In the Purishavaha Srotas we are going to get the Baddhavit and Haritavit or the Shushkavit or Sakapavit or Atisara sometimes even. And in Udakavaha Srotasis, we find the Trishna as one of the most important, Jara as the Rasavaha, and palpitation already we have come across. A general is the Karibhutata or the dryness is going to be seen with, and Pandadarshi or the paler look is going to be there, and it is going to be long standing with us. And Svedavaha Srotasis, commonly we find Atisvedata, Asvedata also. The Raktavaha Srotasis, we find even the Kamala as a complication. When we see the common symptoms, ultimately we are going to get the Agni, Nasha, and Varnasha, Tejoharatvam, Vojoharatvam. What has been come across out of the Viruddhahara, all the things which are going to be Viryaharatvam and Balanashanam and Indriya Balanashanam. These things which we are going to see in the sequenciation as such. When Apachanimita Ahara is taken, the Amasha, it goes into the Pachaka Pitta, is going to make the Rasa, either the Sthai Rasa, Asthai Rasa, out of that is this Asthai Rasa, which both are going to be undergoing for the Asthai Rasa, for the Rasagni undergoing, and it is going to be get converted as the Rakta. When the Rakta is getting converted, the Amashaya, Ranjaka Pitta is going to be there in the presence of the Hridaya and Vyanavayu, Dasadhamani transportation. It is going to circulate in entire, and it is normal functions are the Krinanan Jivanam of the Rasa and Rakta Mishrana and Jivana, Aisha, Bala, Varna, etc., which are going to be given. They are going to give almost the healthiness. When it is become healthy, Pandu in Twak Mam Samadhyam, Adhishtanam, as such is going to be. Commonly, it is being affected by the creamy and exogenous Viruddhahara, injuries, bleedings, also Rakta Kshaya, causes ultimately the Puru Rupa. When the Puru Rupa is Hrilasam or Spandanam and Rauksham, Asvedam and Avipaka. The Asvedam is going to be of the Puru Rupa, Atisvedam is going to be the Rupa Lakshana, and Tridosha involvement and Doshaja Pandu are going to be get. Now the question of the treatment, how to treat this Pandu? The Pandu can be treated in a different way. Yes, we going to say Chikitsa Sutra commonly we can make it out, but we have to understand the levels of the different Pandus. The first level of the Pandu is Apatarpan Santarpanajanya Pandu or Apachanimita Ahara Pandu or Viruddha Aharajanya Pandu. This we can control at the as a prophylaxis itself. We need not give much things also. If there is Santarpanajanya, Apatarpana can be done. If the Apatarpanajanya, Santarpana can be done. In the same way, the second level is the Bhakya Karanas, Rutbhakshana Chanyaka or Abhigataja. This we cannot, we can avoid the Rutbhakshana and we can regulate the Abhigataja Pandu. The third level is the Nidhana Ardhakara Vyathis. Already like Arshas and other tuberculosis, etc. We have to treat the disease, thereby we can control this level. And next is Amashaya. The Amashaya level of the Pandu is intrinsic factors very specifically, which are under the influence of the Pachaka Pitta. The next level comes as a Raktagni, Bhutagni, and Rajaka Pitta level is the another. At the level of the Hridaya, Rasagni and Vyanavata Sadhaka Pitta. We have to consider these doshas and dhatus also whenever there is any treatment is being planned. And ultimately, the last level is at the level of the dosha. Dosha pratyana chikitsa has to be done along with the vyadhi pratyana chikitsa. When we see the doshas, when they are going to be very strong enough, we can go for the shodhana. But when the person is weak, how we can offer the any shodhana? That's why if the patient is strong and the vyadhi is strong, then the shodhana is to be. Otherwise, the patient is selected for the palliative therapy only. In common, we are going to make the Snehana, Vamana, Virechana, Shamana. These 4-level category treatment which we have to make out. When we undertake the treatments of the different, say Anulomana is commonly indicated. Here the 2 varieties of the Anulomana. Anulomana, Anumiyate Lomanam is Anulomanam. That means it is a peristaltic movement. Either the reverse peristalsis, Urdhva Anulomana, or the Adho Anulomana, which are reverse peristalsis or active peristalsis, which we have to create here. The Vamana, Urdhva Anulomana, reverse peristalsis is to be discussed here. Susruta is contraindicated, but Dalahana does not accept the contraindication. Even then, at the time, also they say Mrudu word. Why the Vamana has to be done in the Pandu? It is Ahamasa Samuthana Vyadi. It is with the Bahudoshatvam, which is Rasagatam and Kapha predominative. And this Pandu, it requires the Vamana only. The Vagbhata, Charaka, Surta, all the 3 has indicated the Tikshna Vamana. Vamana with Eshtibadhu is better as a Mrudu, Madhyama Vamana. If necessary, we can use the Madana Yoga. If the patient is strong, we can use the Yashtimadu with the Madana. And if the patient is weak, we can use only the Yashtimadu for the Vamana. The second is Adho Anulomana or the Virirachana, active peristalsis. This is the most common practice as we are going to have no effort to be made out. And especially the Grita is to be selected for the Pandu whenever we are making the Virechana. The best Gritas are the Pacha Grita, Danti Grita, Tilvaka Grita, Trivrut Grita, or the Trivrut Churna with Sharkara can be given, and the Swadishta Virechana Churna with Sharkara or the Grita even. These things which are going to give rise a very comfortable. What makes this Grita? This Grita is going to make the bile evacuation. As the more bile evacuation is there, the hemolyzed materials which are being deposited as the bile are being eliminated. The Pitta Hara, Chikitsa is to be predominative here. When we see the different formulations in the Pandu, based upon the etiology, we can make out the Santarpana. The Santarpana can be done with the Mantha or the other different procedures where the Sneha is going to be additives. Clarify the unction, the Snigdhaguna, how you are going to give. This is going to be done by the skin examination. When there is a scratching, if you see, then there is a Snigdhata is lost, thereby you require the unction to be provided. At the time, you can give the Kalyanaka Grita, Panchagavya Grita, or the Mahatikta Grita, Aragvatadi Grita. Sometimes these Gritas are going to make even the Virecha Karma regularly also along with the unction. The why only the Grita is once again, as the Grita is the Pitta Haram. The Grita, whenever we are using, Pandu is the vitiated Pitta predominant, thereby we have to give the Grita. Grita is the Vocho Vardhaka. As the patient is weak, we have to increase the strength of the patient. That's why we have to provide the Grita. Grita is a Snehana. As in Pandu, the person is the Ruksha Kara Twak, where the unction is required, thereby the Grita is required. So we have to do the always the Snigdha Karmas with the Pandu, either externally or internally even. The same Kruta can be used even for the Abhyanga also, there will be no problem. But Sweda is a contraindicated, as it is a Pittaja Vyadhi. Okay. Thereby, we have to understand the different understandings of the treatments. As this, in case of the palliative management, what we are going to do? What that means, Laghu Virechana always is indicated as a sutra. Here the Swadishta Virechana or the Reshikavati is always the better, as the Virechana is going to make the Pitta Haratvam. Offer the Grutas like the Amrutadi Grutas, Vyoshadi Gruta, or the Nagasarya Gruta, which can treat the Pandu and also even the Pitta. Based upon the dosha, we can use the Kevalavata Pandu, we can use the Sneha, we can use the Tiktarasa, Sitavirya Pradhana Dravyas whenever there is a Pitta predominances, Kapha predominances with the Katu, Tiktarasas, and Ushtavirya Dravyas, and in the Sadipatija, Vyamisrita Chikitsa is going to be made. And in Murtpakshana Chikitsa, especially as there is a krimi, we have to use the Vidanga, Pata, Chitramula, etc., where the Agni is being increased along with the person, though krimi haratva. In the Santarpana, as we see the Santarpana is one of the commonest treatments which we are going to make out. Here the Santarpana or the fatty injection, it can cause the inactive bone marrow that is infiltrated with the fat called yellow marrow, which results into the anemia. This Santarpana Janja Pandu is going to be derived like this. Then what we have to do is this yellow marrow has to be replaced with the red marrow. When it is going to be, for that we have to do Apatarpana and also Virechana. When we do the Apatarpana and Virechana, the yellow marrow is replaced with the red marrow, thereby the RBC production is going to be there. Mrutbhakshana Chanja Pandu is going to cause the bacteria or the krimi or the intestinal worms, etc. This can cause the macrocytic anemia. This can cause because of the malabsorptions or the Srotas block or the Sroto Ruddhata. And thereby the channel blockade and Sroto blockade, both are of the Srotos blockade. If suppose cyanocobalamin channels are being blocked, that also we have to understand as in neural blocks also to be understood. Here we can see the steatorrhea or the passage of the fat in the fecal matters also could be there because the fat is not getting digested. When the fat is not digested, we have to give the along with the Chitrakadivati or something where the Agnivardhana is going to be made are easily digestible in formats or the Sadhyaha. And the ultimately one more as deficiencies we have found is the iron, Loha. This is going to be impairing the hemoglobin synthesis. The cyanocobalamin and the B12, which is going to be impaired, is at the stomach level. This iron absorption is at the hemoglobin synthesis level. Both are going to give rise the same problem of the 100% anemia. This is iron deficiency anemia, where specifically iron is being defined. Here, whenever the iron is being consumed, along with the iron, Amlavarga Dravyas are to be consumed for the better thing. If the Amlavarga Dravya is not consumed along with the iron, then the iron is not going to be absorbed properly. Excess of the production of the bilirubin, Malarupa Pitta, is always suggestive of the rapid hemolysis, thereby liver leads to hemolytic anemia is one of the common thing. Then we have to understand with acid streaming or acid secreting cells in the stomach which are damaged because of the agritria can also cause the pandu. Here, this Vamana karma which we are indicated in the pandu is going to make the cleansing of the flora of the stomach, and thereby the damaged acid secreting cells are being restored, and thereby it is going to make the comfortability. Otherwise, it is going to give rise to pernicious anemia. The partial cells of the gastric mucosa, when it is being disturbed, Amasa Samuthana Vyadhi, which we are saying, the intrinsic factor, a 49 kD glycoprotein, which is going to be binds with the cyanocobalamin B12, and all this together is going to cause gastric mucosal damage and the intrinsic factors reduction, and thereby ultimately the causing the anemia or the pandu, which can show a deterioration of the sensory pathways. The Sroto Rodhata once again is going to cause, and thereby we are going to get the palpitation in the Hridaya. RH incompatibilities and cobalt and copper. These three also very important and to cause the anemia. That's why we have to make out. So I just want to have a conclusion here. The body built by the food, and the same body is the seat of the disease. Ahara sambhavam vastuhu, rogasya ahara sambhava. So the cautious food consumption, avoiding antagonism is necessary for the healthy and long living. Thank you. And thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Here
you,
ends
sir.
the lecture. And if at all any questions are there, I can answer.
Yes,
If there is
definitely. At the end of the session, sir, we will have question answer session.
Okay, at what time it is?
After Nevapurkar sir session, half an hour.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir, Dr. Prasad sir. Very much informative session. Now our next speaker, Dr. Santosh Nevapurkar sir.